Hello, all, and welcome to another Sci-Fi Fantasy Saturday. Today, I'm on a zombie kick. Covered a zombie game earlier today. Actually, introduced my channel and viewers to zombie games. Yes, I was the one that introduced you to them. No, I actually put my first zombie playlist on the site. I've got a lot of zombie games, and I'll probably be covering some of them over time, and also has zombie movies and zombie books and all that kind of fun stuff. It's kind of a somewhat of an overdone theme. A lot of people think it's overdone and is past its prime, but there are still zombie games out there, and this one, After the Virus, is one of them. And in fact, this is somewhat of a unique game. It's solitaire. It is got some unique graphics. You got kind of the chibi heads or big head characters in there. Some people don't like that, but it kind of grows on you. And but this is kind of a different type of game in dealing with zombies. And you know me, in different perspectives, that's what I'm all about. And this is from FryxGames. Jacob Fryxelis, if I pronounced that wrong, I apologize, is the either the designer and the proprietor of this. So this is After the Virus. Let's take a look at the back of the box here. And it says, here's an example of the cards, and this is a card game, right? And there's going to be some components or counters, but this is predominantly a card game. The world has been hit by a zombie virus, and society has fallen apart. Can you survive in this dangerous time and bring some sort of order and security? After the Virus is a cooperative. I guess it's not just solo, it's cooperative as well. Cooperative deck building. Yeah, it's hard to read these fonts. They always like to do interesting fonts on there. As a cooperative deck building game where ever increasing numbers of zombies are added to your deck while you work to complete missions. Gear up, save survivors, mow down hordes of zombies. And as I said, it's a card game, and the zombies are going to basically kind of cloud your deck. I mean, that's where you can lose the game if you get a bunch of zombies in your deck or your hand, whatever, however they're calling it here. This looks like it's got revised missions. I don't know if there was an earlier version of this, but let's get inside the box and see what we have in store. So love to know your thoughts on, well, especially on this game. If you played this game, and then there's a spoiler alert, I think there's an expansion for it, and we might be seeing that later today. Love to know your thoughts on this game, but also feel free to talk about zombie games in general. What's your favorites, or are there too many of them, too much, and it's an overblown idea. Anything is fair game. Just keep it civil. So there is the cover there. Let's go out a little bit so you can see what's actually inside the box. You know, not the thickest box, but not horrible there. Let's see, we got the rules here. Rules don't look that thick. 8 pages of rules, and it's a little bit smaller format. Let's start at the beginning here. We've got the overview. We've got components. So you've got the rule book. You've got some counters or pieces. Then you got cards. Then you're going to have like these bigger cards here. These might be like player cards, and there might be a player aid there. Here's how you set up the area, I guess, with scouted cards, attacking zombies, and the character and the play area. You got a draw deck, a zombie pile, and an area deck right there. It's probably the type of cards as well. Here's gameplay. You got your turn, draw phase, action phase, and the different types of actions you can do, like play an event, retreat, play an event, play a non-event card, scout, retrieve, prepare, use, and zombie attack. Here's some examples here, or illustration of play there. Here's general rules. Killing and discarding zombies. As I said, they kind of get into your hand, get into your head. Wounds, ammo, limited weapons and vehicles. It's kind of cool. And saving survivors and adjusting difficulty. So that's kind of cool. So you might be able to ramp this up if you want to. Here is the, looks like it's a player aid here. So you got the Outbreak, and the base. It's kind of hard to read with that font. Chaos. Okay, crowd dead, get to safety. Team warrior, set up base. Okay, oh, here's the family. All right, don't know what this is. I gotta read up on this. Here's war. And here's the cure. So I don't know, these might be missions maybe? I don't know, I gotta look that up. So we got some, punch outs here. So the player cards are gonna come in, not almost like counter type material as far as thickness. And we've got Adam, Robert, Ruth, and Jenny. And on the back is nothing. So it's just kind of those 4 characters, and they have their track around here. Looks like they, what their starting deck is, so they're going to have asymmetrical decks probably. And maybe that is what, it doesn't look like they have a different skill. So maybe that it's the deck. And if you take so many hits, like if you get a leg, arm I think affects how you do combat, leg might affect how you move, and then brain, you die if you take so many hits there. Got a baggie here. We've got some counters or some wooden bits. Looks like they're discs. Keep track of stuff, maybe on your character chart and other places. Green, red, and white. Then we get 3 decks of cards here, because this is predominantly a card game. So let's get into those decks and see what all the fuss is about here. I'll do a starter on each one of them so we can see what is going on here. Again, if any of you have played this, I think I saw some play of it on Beyond Solitaire, which is Liz Davidson's channel. Check that out if you're into solitaire games. And she did some play on this and talked about it. So the cards are not super thick, but they're decent. I mean, since this is a card game, they're kind of the thickness that I might want to sleeve them, or you might want to sleeve them if they get used a lot, because they're not that thick. So there's some zombies there. As you can see, you kind of have that big-headed illustration. I guess the number stands for the number of zombies, but it might be like an attack value. There's probably more zombies in there, so I'll put them off to the side. Here's some weapons. That's kind of cool. Chainsaw, crowbar. Oh, minigun. That's got to be good. So you got some weapons there. Then we have some like run, safe house, raid. Those are red. These are car and motorcycle, or yellow, and they got some survivors in blue. People you're trying to keep here. This is a card game, but it feels a little bit like Run, Fight, and Die. Yeah, I think it's Run, Fight, and Die, which is a zombie game, it's a dice game and has minis, and not a bad little game. I've got an earlier version of it. I think they redid it. But having those different zones that I saw in the book there, and having like survivors, that's kind of reminiscent of that. But that's totally a dice game, kind of a little bit of a Yahtzee feel. This is all cards. So more zombies. Oh, more chains, more weapons. This looks like there might be the same deck here. So that might be the same deck there. Looks like the same kind of cards. So I guess you get 3, maybe get 3 decks of the same kind of cards. Thought I started this. Maybe I did not start this. There I did. So those are your cards. You got some, it looks like some like abilities, like with the run. You got survivors in blue. You've got vehicles in yellow. You got zombies in green. Yeah, it's all the same stuff, and weapons are in gray. There's the run cards and survivor. So that looks like that is what looks like. It's all the same stuff. I assume that's what you're supposed to get in here. But there you have it. Doesn't look overly complex. I mean, it's only 8 pages of rules, and it's generally a card game. and you're trying to, I guess, weed these zombies out of your deck. So there you have it. This is what you get in a box of After the Virus. You know, as I said, the graphics might turn some people off, but overall, I think this is an interesting game. I liked what I saw of the mechanics. I need to freshen up on that, but what I saw of it, I liked it. And there you have it. That is what you get in a box of After the Virus. So love to know your thoughts on it. Hey, let me know. Drop some comments. Let's see what the fuss is about. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for watching.